Translating and interpreting is really important to communicate. A lot of foreign people, and also foreign company, that international company come to here. So it may be amazing to have this skill to apply in this job in the company. My name is ENG. I'm 18 and I'm from Phnom Penh. I love to explore something new, so I just want to know about the different culture, different people, or finding some new friends. In Cambodia, we have a lot of culture, we have a lot of different things that people, like foreigners, want to know, like Angkor Wat or many different places. It's really important to know something in English and also share our amazing culture. I want to be a translator or interpreting, like a freelance, and I also plan to learn more than 5 languages in the future because I really want to travel around the world, and also want to meet a lot of people to sharing some culture or different things together. Cambodia, we need a lot of people who have a translation or interpreting skill, because we are really need those people, those resources to share some amazing thing in Cambodia to the world.
Hello, you're welcome to the AUB lecture series. My name is Dr. Gabriel Ken Gadaffi, Senior Lecturer at Acleda University of Business. And you're welcome to the ENG 101 class. Okay, in today's lesson, we are going to look at the present. You know, in English language, we talk about the present, we talk about the past, we talk about the future. And this is exactly why we have a language, unlike animals who can communicate, but they don't have a language. So in today's lesson, we're going to look at the present. And we're going to talk about the forms, the uses, and we'll give some specific examples. So like I said, in this chapter, we are going to look at the usage, the forms, the question words, present simple with be, present continuous structure, spelling rules, usage, exception, present simple or present continuous. So let us start with the usage. We use the present simple to talk about things in general, things which are usually or always true, and habits. It's not important if the action is happening at the time of speaking, but it is always true. For example, she works at the hospital. I love eating fish. The shop next to the bank sells great pizza. Brazil exports a lot of wood to the rest of the world. So if you look at these sentences, they are always true or they are habits. So we use the present simple to make these sentences. Now, let us look at the forms. You can make positive form or you can make negative. When you want to make the positive, it is subject plus verb. For example, we go to the theater every Friday. Now, like I told you earlier on, it is habit. So every Friday, this is the time expression. So the time expression is very important to indicate that it is
the present, or as the case may be, if it is the past. But in this case, it is the present, and it happens every day or every time or often. They speak Spanish very well. They speak Spanish very well. I love to cook at the weekend. I love to cook at the weekend. Now, you need to understand that this is using the first person singular. So there is no pluralization of the verb go, speak, or cook. But when you are talking about the second person, for example, she speaks French. He smokes cigars and cigarettes. The bank opens at 9 o'clock. So you will see clearly that in this situation, we use the present simple in the plural form. Speaks, smokes, opens, because we are talking about the second person singular. Similarly, when we do the negative, the form is subject plus don't or doesn't plus verb. Don't or doesn't indicates negative. For example, they don't live in that house. We don't want to stay in that hotel. I don't think it's a good idea. Similarly, just like in the positive, you also change the form. When you are using the first person singular, you use don't, but in the second person singular, you use doesn't. So here we have, Sarah doesn't write to me very often. The president doesn't want to cut taxes. So in this case, we use doesn't instead of don't. Also, let us look at the question forms. The question forms goes with the question word plus do or does plus subject plus verb. I repeat, the question word plus do or does plus subject plus verb. For example, where do you live? What time do your sisters arrive home? Do we leave now or at 5 o'clock? But again, if you are now using it in the second person, then it changes to does instead of do. So here you have, does your sister work in the city? How often does your father have a holiday? Why does the television make that strange noise? Then, in response, you could make short answers, such as, in this case, you can use a short answer or the short form to give answers to questions, using only the auxiliary in the correct form. For example, does Marion live in a big apartment? Yes, she does. You don't say no, yes, she lives. No. So the question is does, the answer is does. Do your parents like going on winter vacations? No, they don't. Your answer must come in line with the question. Does Marion live in a big apartment? Yes, she does. Do your parents like going on winter vacations? No, they don't.
Well, this is where we're going to end our lesson for today. If you have enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our social media handles for more lessons. And if you want to improve your language learning, then you can sign up at the Faculty of Arts and Humanities and Languages at the Acleda University of Business. We have programs in the Department of Foreign Languages, the Department of Education, and the Department of Interpretation and Translation. So, we welcome you to sign up. And of course, you could take some of our short courses in General English program and in, of course, in Young Learners program to improve your language proficiency. But for now, thank you and see you again in the next lesson.